ज्वाइनिंग मी इज मिस्टर अरुण धूमल। अरुण सर, मुझे पता है कि ये बहुत लंबी जर्नी थी, मैंने आपको अपने रूम में जाने के पहले रोक लिया, आई एम सो सॉरी, लेकिन ये बहुत बड़ा मौका है भारतीय टीम के लिए और आप तो वहाँ पे मौजूद थे। गूज बम्प देखिए मेरे अभी भी आ रहे हैं, तो आपके लिए कैसा था ये?
डेफिनेटली ये कहते हैं वंस इन ए लाइफ टाइम एक्सपीरियंस वो था कि आपके सामने इंडिया ने वर्ल्ड कप जीता और जिस तरीके से जीता बिना कोई मैच हारे, यही काम उन्होंने ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप में किया था अनफॉर्चुनेटली, लेकिन फाइनल में हार गए थे। लेकिन जिस तरीके से पूरे कैंपेन में इंडियन टीम खेली और जिस तरीके से फाइनल शानदार तरीके से जीता, अपने आप में मुझे लगता है वी वर ब्लेस्ड टू बी देयर, टू बी पार्ट ऑफ द हिस्ट्री। और जिस तरीके से सभी लड़कों ने खेला, इट वॉज एन अमेजिंग फीलिंग।
17 साल वैसे तो लगे है ना, लेकिन वो सपना पूरा हो गया। स्पेशली आप देखिए रोहित शर्मा की कप्तानी, विराट कोहली का वहाँ पे रहना और जिस तरीके से आप सब लोगों ने, बीसीसीआई के सारे ऑफिशियल्स ने इतनी मेहनत करके जो है टीम को यहाँ तक पहुँचाया, कैसे देखते हैं आप इसको और क्या कहेंगे भारतीय फैंस को जो लगातार सपोर्ट करते हैं?
देखिए, ऑफिशियल्स तो केवल एक सपोर्ट सिस्टम है, लेकिन जो मेहनत सब पूरी टीम ने इतने लंबे दौर से की थी, जिस तरीके से ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप खेले वो, और ऐसा लगता था कि फाइनल हम जीतेंगे ही। अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो एक मैच हम हारे, लेकिन जिस तरीके से लड़कों ने कम बैक किया इस टूर्नामेंट में और पूरे थ्रू आउट द टूर्नामेंट कोई मैच हारे नहीं और जितने ज़बरदस्त तरीके से सब मैच जीते और फाइनल में आप देखिए उनके कहते हैं ना, उनके जाव से हम
निकाल के ले आए,
मैच निकाल के लेके आए हैं और बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त एक्सपीरियंस था। ऐसा मैच जिसमें 30 बॉलों में 30 रन चाहिए, 6 विकेट आपके पास आपके हाथ में हो और ज़बरदस्त बैटिंग चल रही हो, वहाँ से जो ज़बरदस्त बॉलिंग, चाहे मैं बुमराह की बात करूँ, अर्शदीप की करूँ, हार्दिक की बात करूँ, और ज़बरदस्त तरीके से वहाँ से जीते। हमने पहले ही ओवर में बड़ा अच्छा स्टार्ट दिया रोहित और विराट ने, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमारे 3 विकेट जल्दी गिर गए। लेकिन जिस तरीके से विराट ने इनिंग को संभाला और एज ए टीम जो जिस तरीके से पूरा टूर्नामेंट खेले हैं, अपने आप में काबिल तारीफ़ है और मैं बुरी प्रशंसा करना चाहूँगा पूरी टीम की और ख़ास तौर पर राहुल द्रविड़ की एज ए कोच, एज ए हेड कोच, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने टीम को एकजुट करके रखा और जिस तरीके से उनसे बेस्ट अपनी परफॉर्मेंस दी, काबिल तारीफ है।
Remember, India today's sports bureau also hasn't had any rest. They've been deployed in different locations at the airport at ITC Maurya. And Nikhil Naz and Vikrant Gupta have been traveling with the team. They are the ones, they were in that aircraft. So a special interaction there as well. But Nikhil, I want to bring something straight to the viewer. We're looking at the Bhangra, the celebrations, the trophy being shown and flaunted and boasted about. Not many realize the struggles, the criticism they had to face throughout the journey to keep that pressure and nerves. Take us through that as well, because there's just so much on the shoulders of these players that sometimes we don't realize. We want the trophy. What goes on behind the scenes?
That's a very interesting question, Pooja. See, I mean, you and I, professionals, and everyone who's watching us, we all have a professional life. These are professional cricketers. What happens when you have a bad day? What is the manual tell you? You have a bad day, you are asked to forget about it and move on. Exactly something that the Indian team had on the 19th November. They had a bad day. But you know what, like you and I, they could not move on the next day. It took 223 days for a Rohit Sharma and his team to move on from one bad day. Because for those 200 days, every single day, they were reminded of that one bad day that they had on the 19th November. They were by far the best team in that 50-over World Cup. But on that day, on the 19th November, just could not cross the final hurdle. That is the pressure, that is the weight of expectations that they carried with them to the West Indies. It was going to be a tough task. Remember, first up, you're facing Pakistan in that first round game. If you had lost that, who knows how the campaign would have turned out. You were in a situation where you could have lost from there. The Indian team makes a comeback, wins that game. My mind takes me back to the game versus Australia, the same team that had beaten them on 19. It was a crucial game. India had not yet qualified for the semi-final in St. Lucia, and the Indian team beat them in style, led by their captain in Rohit Sharma. Go to the semi-final, the repeat against England, the same opposition that knocked them out in the last edition of the same tournament at the same stage. And guess what? They came up with a performance for the ages. They just did not beat England. They completely dismantled them. And then to the final, in a situation where you thought all was lost, from there to come and win the final. I think if you had to bring in a Bollywood or a Hollywood scriptwriter, he couldn't have written a better script than the one that we saw unfold in the West Indies.
Nikhil,
And India
tell me
winning this
about,
title.
let's say, 3 players. Let's talk about Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, of course, who I think faced a lot of bad days in the past few months. Then Surya Kumar Yadav, who's currently doing Bhangra. Tell us about some of the statements of specifically what they said after the match was over. There were a lot of lessons of wisdom. I saw a different side to Virat Kohli as well.
Well, let's start with Surya Kumar Yadav. We had the opportunity to do an interview with him, which played out on India Today. And I remember a couple of things that he mentioned there. The first, you spoke about that catch. He said when he was watching that ball come, and that was a decisive hit that Miller had hit, he said, I could actually see the cup sail over me. The ball sailing, he said, I could see the cup sail over me. And as soon as he grabbed that catch out of thin air, it was as if he did not grab that ball, he'd actually grabbed the cup. And that's exactly how it played out. And that's something that will stay with me. You spoke about Hardik Pandya. I spent a lot of time with Hardik in the flight while coming here. And I did speak to him as in how did he motivate himself from probably the lowest ebb of his career. Just go back a couple of months, the IPL started, he'd taken over captaincy of Mumbai Indians. He was not working out as captain because his team was struggling. It wasn't working out as Hardik, the batter, because runs weren't coming. Nothing was working out for Hardik Pandya, the bowler, because runs he was leaking, wickets weren't coming. From that situation to come to this World Cup, and believe you me, he, I think, alongside, there's no doubt that Bumrah is the player of the tournament, but with 2 MVPs that you look at for India will have to be Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, because these 2 players actually stepped up on different occasions with different skills. It was sometime with the batter they contributed, sometime with the ball that they contributed. And I asked Hardik, how is it that you could really, bring yourself from that lowest point to performing at this highest level? And he said, it goes down to my personality. He said, sometimes his attitude, which is perceived as being arrogant, he said it's not arrogance, it's the self-belief that he always carries, knowing that he's the best, that he can compete against the best. He said, if I did not have that attitude, it was very easy for anyone else to be in that position, to go further down and to see his performance dip even further. But for him to come back from there, you needed that kind of self-belief which he carries. I spoke to him about the last over that he bowled. I said that most people would be nervous, would be sweating. They wouldn't be keen to bowl that last over. And he said, you know what? This is how I look at things differently, because I look at these tough situations as an opportunity. What's the worst that can happen? We'll lose, right? I've already seen the worst in my life. There'll be another bad day. But I looked at it differently. I said, this is a chance. I've got a chance to bowl the last over. This is a chance for me to become a hero. And he said, I looked at that situation like that, which is why he could hold his nerve, which is why he could bowl an immaculate over, that last over, and ensure that India wins. So this is a great insight into the mindset of these players. This is what is telling you the reason that they've been so consistent, making finals. Yes, not winning a trophy, but making finals. And then eventually winning a trophy this time around. And that, I think, is the story of every player that was part of this squad.
You talk about physical fitness of these players, but I think it takes a lot of mental, psychological fitness also to be able to bowl that. I request, please, Nikhil also and Rahul to stay on. Harshit, because I think Nikhil would want to go back home as well and meet his family. We have to give him that
he's been on the travel for the last 24 hours approximately, so don't want to keep him for too long. Rahul will come to you as well. And just to take my last question to Nikhil before he leaves. Nikhil, since you did chat with Surya Kumar Yadav, there's a running joke on social media. Does he have any inkling about this joke? The joke being that had Surya been wearing, let's say, shoe size 10 instead of 9, India wouldn't have won the World Cup.
Yeah, no, he did not actually. He did not have an idea, because I spoke to him right after that final was done. Though he did mention that, when he did take that catch at that very moment, he knew it was crucial. He did mention that he clearly knew he hadn't touched the rope, because you can feel it when you're trying to run the catch. You can feel it. The other interesting thing that he mentioned was that if you see him closely, he's got tattoos on his entire body. And he mentioned that he wants to get a newer tattoo, and that tattoo is going to be of this World Cup. He's not really decided the design, but he's definitely made up that mind, and he made it up right after they'd won the trophy, that there's a tattoo coming up about this World Cup triumph. But I asked him, where is it that you're going to get that tattoo, because your entire body is full? He said, you know what, this win is very close to my heart. I've got a spot there near my heart, and that is exactly where I'm going to get that tattoo. And so that was incredible. So you speak about jokes. The common joke in the West Indies was that the Indian team is cheating. They're cheating because India gets to bat 20 overs against every opposition, but the opposition only gets to bat 16 overs because Jasprit Bumrah's 4 overs don't count. Firstly, he doesn't give away any runs, and then he ends up taking wickets. So this is clear-cut cheating. That was the joke. So, and then it started trending. India have a cheat code. His name is Jasprit Bumrah. That no matter the situation, you give the ball to Jasprit Bumrah, he will ensure that you win. So that is that added advantage, that extra X factor that the Indian team had. And that's why he's the man of the tournament. Remember, he's not the highest wicket taker. When was the last time you saw an Indian team win the trophy, especially in white ball cricket? And it's the bowler who's been given the prize of being the number one player. It's usually the batters, the highest run getters. But this time you had a bowler who's been given that prize. And I think deservedly so. I also got to speak to him, but he's a man of few words, very shy, very unassuming. You tell him whatever. I told him, you bowled great. How do you do that? He does not complicate his game. He said, no, I did nothing extraordinary. I just did what I'm supposed to do. So one of the nicest guys that you can come across, a man of few words, but a man of great amount of variation in his delivery.
Also, it was sweet to see Jasprit Bumrah with his little toddler and giving him the trophy. It's a moment as a father also, you know, the child will remember for years to come later when he looks back at these images.
Pooja, I remember the moment that he got the medal, he went ahead and put it around the neck of his little toddler.
Angad, I believe is the name of this. What a
that's what I want to mention about the flight. Life is such a great leveler. Here he is, a superman, a superhero, a man who can do nothing wrong. And you think like, the ultra male who's got that ball in his hand, scares batters. And then I saw the other version of him, babysitting his son, walking him around in the flight throughout the day and ensuring that he does not, cry a lot because of such a long flight. So, it's such a leveler just to see the two sides. One, a fearsome fast bowler, and here's a very soft-hearted daddy looking after his young son, Angad. So that is something we got to witness in the
And
fight.
I think, Harshad, we all have success in our life, but to have a success where you impact 1 billion people, give them an opportunity to laugh and smile and celebrate, I think that's what cricket is about in this country. Absolutely fantastic, Nikhil. Welcome back to you as well. Can we let Nikhil go?
I believe before he abandons us, let's just let him go. He's
Nikhil,
been on the move.
Even if I don't want to abandon you, my phone will, because it's on its last leg.
Okay, that's a good excuse to make though, Nikhil. All right, so we'll let you go. Thank you. Well done for your coverage. It was good to get all the snippets and perspectives. Nikhil Naz with the team is back home, but there'll be a lot of conversations in hindsight. Once he gets some rest, we'll be tracking on.
Absolutely. So many more anecdotes to come. Thank you so much, Nikhil. I do want to go across at this point to Rahul as well, who's been rather patient. Thank you so much, Rahul, for being with us this whole while and listening to a conversation. Since you are there on the ground, just want to understand from you. You were talking about Jasprit Bumrah, his kid being on the flight as well. What is it that you're able to pick in terms of family members who are accompanying? I believe Arshdeep Singh's parents were also on the same flight. Are there more players who got company from their relatives on the flight?
Well, there are a lot of players who are here, or in fact who were there with their families. In fact, the players, there were 2 buses that left the airport for the hotel, and you had family members of the players as well in both those buses. So there are a number of family members with the team contingent. In fact, Virat Kohli perhaps was the only one who was not there with his family, or rather his family members were not could not make it for the World Cup. We know he has a young boy now. He's a father to a young boy, and we saw those visuals when he was in tears after winning that World Cup. He was talking on phone with his family members. So it means a lot, and for us as a society in India, we are obsessed, because cricket is a religion in India. We are obsessed with numbers, and what we often do is this particular Jasprit Bumrah, you were talking about Jasprit Bumrah, such a great player, all that. Surya Kumar Yadav, the best in the business as far as T20s are concerned. Akshar Patel, we talked about. So many other players. And then at the end of the day, you ask, Arey, jeeta kya hai? Where is the World Cup trophy? Now they have a World Cup trophy. Rohit Sharma won in 2007 the T20 World Cup. Virat was part of the 2011 World Cup, but they were fairly young. They were just the newcomers in that setup. Today everybody asked them that they won way back in 2013, the last ICC trophy that India won. 2011 was the last World Cup. So everybody asks, jeeta kya hai? At least now there's a huge burden of their shoulders, and I think it was also a mental block, because India, the kind of talent that India has in this country, the kind of facilities that we provide, the BCCI or the board provides to these cricketers, it was surprising that India could not win a World Cup in the last 13 odd years, in fact more than 13 years. So now I think that mental block finally has gone away, and in times to come, and now every year you have an ICC tournament. This year you have you had the 2024 T20 World Cup. Next year you'll have the Champions Trophy. Thereafter 26 you'll host the T20 World Cup next time. So when we defend the title, we will be the host. The Indian team, in fact, India will be the host. Then 27, you have the World Cup again. So every year, so there is no respite for these players. They play under relentless pressures. Their fitness, everything has to be monitored, has to be followed to the T. So I think it's time for them to celebrate, relax a bit, because the tour has started. In fact,
has been arranged for them,
other
Rahul,
players, there's a separate team that has gone. Yeah, sure.